I want to start talking briefly from my book, Fasting of the Mind. Why? Because a lot of people has been stuck in the noise. So this book talks about living or shifting from noise to knowing. By the Spirit of God, we are going to be confronting something that has quietly robbed generations, something that does not look like an enemy. I'm talking about something that sounds spiritual but deeply destructive, and that is what I caption religious noise. And I want you to pay attention to what I'm about to say. And this is not sin, this is not the witches, and this is not even the devil, but religious noise. I'm going to be saying this because I've discovered, and I really know that noise is deceptive. Noise can sound like prayer and still be rooted in unbelief. And noise can sound like passion and still be empty of revelation. So I'm not here to preach theories to you. I'm not here to present theories to you. I was a living witness of religious noise. I was a prisoner of faith. I've been trapped in the prison of religious noise. I was a prisoner of faith. I've sat on the messages. I've heard sermons. I've received teachings that sounded powerful, but it did not mirror the mind of God concerning the finished work of Christ. I've had messages that kept me striving, messages that kept me doubting, messages that made me feel like God was always out of reach. So I kept praying but without rest, and I kept fasting but without revelation, and I kept believing but with confusion. And I know that there are some people right now listening to the sound of my voice that is right now in this same thing that I'm talking about, that I've mentioned. So if you are such person, I want you to understand that noise will keep you active, but will never establish you. Why I'm saying all this thing is because there came a moment in my life when truth located me and everything changed. Why? Because the truth we know makes us free. I began to see Christ not as someone that I'm trying to reach, but as someone that I am already in. I began to understand the finished work. Yet it's because this is going to set somebody free. Just because things are hard for a person does not mean that God has turned his back on him. I want you to understand that difficulties is not abandonment, and struggle is not that God is absent. Because if hardship means that God has left you, why did he get the fruit of the Spirit? Why did the fruit of the Spirit include something like patience? Why would patience be in your spirit if you were not going to face situations that requires endurance? That means patience is not accidental, it is intentional, and it is not decorative, it is functional. I want somebody to understand that God did not give the believer the fruit of the Spirit in reaction, but